I am AI Avatar of CA Ratan Mundra. India's Global Capability Center sector is expanding rapidly. But when it comes to compliance with the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023, most centers are still at the planning stage. Only a relatively small number of organizations have moved into structured implementation. And as the regulatory window narrows, the gap between awareness and operational readiness is becoming increasingly visible. This matters because India today hosts roughly 1,700 to 1,800 global capability centers, supporting multinational organizations across technology, finance, analytics, HR, and operations. Major GCC hubs include cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, and Gurugram. These centers handle large volumes of employee, customer, and operational data every day. That makes DPDP compliance not just a legal issue, but a core operational priority. The real challenge is not awareness of the law. Most organizations are already discussing DPDP requirements internally. The gap lies in implementation. While assessments and internal reviews have begun, relatively few organizations have translated those discussions into working compliance frameworks across governance, processes, systems, and accountability structures. One reason for the slow progress is the complexity of modern data environments. Structured systems such as HR platforms or payroll databases are easier to review. But unstructured and mixed datasets are far harder to control. Personal data often sits inside collaboration tools, shared drives, email systems, operational logs, spreadsheets, and legacy repositories. Until organizations achieve clear data visibility, DPDP compliance will remain incomplete. For GCC leadership teams, the first impact is governance risk. Compliance with the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023 cannot be treated as a narrow legal exercise. It requires leadership sponsorship, program governance, cross functional coordination, and investment. If organizations delay action, implementation pressure may build suddenly closer to enforcement timelines, increasing cost and operational disruption. For HR functions, the implications are immediate. Employee data flows through recruitment platforms, onboarding systems, payroll processes, attendance tools, performance platforms, travel records, and exit documentation. Because of the scale and sensitivity of this data, HR environments in many GCCs will likely become one of the earliest testing grounds for DPDP implementation. For IT, cybersecurity, and data governance teams, the issue is not only data protection. Organizations must also ensure data discoverability, classification, traceability, and lifecycle control. That means building inventories of personal data, enabling role-based access, establishing deletion workflows, maintaining audit logs, and aligning breach response processes with privacy obligations. For multinational parent organizations, India compliance cannot be viewed in isolation. GCCs operate within global data ecosystems. Data often moves between India delivery centers, overseas headquarters, shared cloud platforms, and external vendors. If global privacy frameworks are not aligned with Indian requirements, organizations may face legal and operational friction. The commercial implications are equally important. Delayed compliance can lead to rushed remediation, higher advisory costs, slower vendor onboarding, and increased scrutiny from enterprise customers. By contrast, organizations that build strong privacy readiness early can turn compliance into a trusted advantage with clients, employees, and regulators. So, what should organizations do now? Start by mapping personal data across both structured and unstructured environments. Define clear ownership across legal, HR, IT, security, procurement, and operations. Then move from diagnostic assessments into phased implementation with measurable milestones. The key is to treat the compliance timeline as operationally real. The message is clear. DPDP compliance for Indian GCCs is no longer simply about understanding the law. It is about execution at scale. Organizations that begin implementation early will be better positioned to manage risk, build trust, and create sustainable compliance frameworks. Those that wait may discover that the hardest part is not interpreting the regulation, but transforming how the organization actually works. Moonsys and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SES and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SES and IFSC units within Gift City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup. Operational support and handling complaints, risk management renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university BAT, and ancillary regulations, and fintech, expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions. ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network, scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.